We're a few minutes late today, but I hope people will show up and come in on the stream. Today we are on leg 4. We're sitting in parking spot, ramp parking spot 35 at Tallahassee International Airport in Florida. This is where we landed on leg 3. Luckily I was able to find our parking spot. And so today we're going from, and I'll be flying under VOR again. I did write down the radials, but if you're doing this, you'll know the radials. They more than likely would be the same, and it wouldn't matter. So, Tallahassee, Kilo Tango Lima Hotel, and we're going to Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Mike, and that is Mobile International in Mobile, Alabama. It is in the game. Mobile International Airport has the same call number, ident number, but it's known as Mobile Downtown. Right, so we're flying over 2 airports. We're going to be flying over Kilo November Golf Sierra, known as Santa Rosa, NOLF, and NOLF stands for Naval Outlying Landing Field. We're also flying over Kilo November Uniform November, known as Soufley. It's SOUFLEY field. We have a special spot that we're also a waypoint we're flying over, and I will do active pause when we get to that waypoint, if I remember. We also have another waypoint of Alpha Lima 81, known as a Wallace Field. Alright, our flight time is 1 hour, 59 minutes. We're going 212 nautical miles. I gave us a full tank. We will be, I have engine and aircraft stresses turned on. And I will be attempting to do some stuff single-handed with the controller this time. Hopefully I can do the takeoff and get us going from there. But yeah, I can't do anything with that. But let's get the engines on. Let me see here. I think it was still my aircraft. And what I learned last stream is that with unlimited fuel turned off, the AI pilot doesn't know when to switch its tanks. Luckily, we only need the one, and will you two stop irritating each other? The dogs, one's playing and the other one's like, leave me the hell alone. Alright. Come on, I need the engine to start. Is the propeller? No. Top's not moving. Maybe I'm hitting the wrong button. Let's try. There we go. Okay, quick start works. Welcome in, everybody. We are getting ready to take off. Okay. So, I'm now making... Okay, so... Co-pilot your aircraft.
Tallahassee ground,
there we go.
8178 tree with India. Request taxi for takeoff east departure.
8178 tree taxi 2 and hold short at runway 9 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower.
I don't know how long this stream is going today because we're just doing this one leg.
Taxi to and hold short runway 9 using taxiway Alpha Maddie 8178 tree.
If Xbox crashes back to... If the game crashes and we haven't gotten too far, I will relaunch the game. If Xbox crashes, well, that's the end of the stream. Not the end of the stream, but that I pretty much will call it to an end. And we do have some aircraft sitting over here with us, and of course we're gonna slice through this aircraft sitting here, because as you do, no collision. No crash damage is on, so it's we got a backseater. We can't see them, but there is a backseater. They've got control right now, and I'll take back the controls for takeoff, and then I don't know if I'll be able to take back the controls for a landing. Again, doing everything with just one hand. That's why I'm not taxiing, because as easy as it might look, we wouldn't get there as nearly as efficient as this as the co-pilot would. All right. Anybody coming in and watching the? You're more than welcome to chat, talk to me once we're up in the air. I will definitely have nothing to do because the co-pilot will be at the controls. I know I've been noticing more people like my flight sim videos than my train sim videos, so we're getting attraction, although not nearly as popular as one of my train sim videos. I hope to be streaming Friday and Saturday as well. And I hate when I see the dogs getting antsy because I don't know what they're getting up to. I hope they lay down because I can't quite take care of them right now. I tried to set the camera up in a way to capture the screen without me holding it, but of course I wouldn't be able to see the chats, and it just it would cut off more of the screen than I do holding it. Let me get my fingers on the
Clear for
keyboard.
takeoff runway 9 or Maddie 8178 tree.
As soon as we line up, I'll let the co-pilot line us up, and then we'll handle the takeoff. My aircraft, full flaps, full power. Let's give us some right rudder, keep us on the runway. Oh, a little too rough there, wasn't I? And let's get us some altitude. Wheels up. I did remember to set the nav log this time. Altitude height to 15. Alright, okay. Alright, I think we're out enough. Okay, flaps up.
Tallahassee Tower, Maddie 8178 continue for east departure.
Co-pilot, your aircraft. Alright, folks. So we gotta circle around. Okay, I'm more than likely gonna miss this. I wanted to save it and do the active pause mode, but our point of interest that took us off the beaten path on our way to Mobile is the USS Alabama BB-60. I don't know the exact history other than it was a World War II battleship. I think it was on Babel Row in Pearl Harbor and was able to be salvaged, and its brought back was Alabama wanted her, and I believe she is a museum ship. I am not sure on that one. And I think I handled that takeoff pretty well. That was quite interesting to do it with one hand. I think I should be able to handle a landing. That's if the AI can line us up. And then all I have to do is let us glide down to the ground and hit the brakes before I give it back to the co-pilot to taxi us to our parking spot. Again, this flight by itself is supposed to take 2 hours, so I'm expecting we might go about 3 hour stream today. Hopefully the dogs hold out and we don't have to do anything. Hopefully my hands and elbow can hold out. Of course, I hope people come in. I haven't, what is this, my fourth stream? I haven't gotten the same amount of people come in every time. But that's probably because I'm not on a schedule just yet. If I can nail down a streaming schedule, my subscribers might be able to show up more on time in these streams, but I don't have a set schedule just yet. And what I noticed on my last stream is the little icon that tells you people are watching kept flickering in and out and kept reading 0, even though the person I was chatting with was talking to me still in chat. So I don't know if I can trust that when it keeps blinking from 1 to 0. Like I noticed someone was in here and now it says 0 again, so I don't know if someone's still watching right now or not. But yes, chat is available. In fact, I've got all messages are visible. So and because I had two people chat with me on my previous stream. I got to learn a few things about how chat worked. Michael M. If you, I don't know if you'll watch this as a replay. I hope you are. If you hear this, just know that what you said you posted in my community tab under my join me thing that I did a couple bit on for Sunday, the 27th, it didn't show up there, so I don't know what gives with that, but thanks for trying to do it that way for me so I can go and check it out later. We've got so we're on leg 4, leg 5 if I stream Friday or Saturday. I might go do again Saturday. Don't know if I'll be able to stream Sunday, but I definitely can do Friday, and I might be able to do every day of the weekend, this weekend and next weekend. But I wish I could nail down, but my streaming schedule is at the whims of what's going on around me, and if people are home, I would rather not stream just so I have less background noise, other than the dogs. I can't really control what the dogs, how quiet they stay. So, like I was saying, leg 5, should be Mobile to Baton Rouge, and that should be Friday, the 1st of November, 2024. So, YouTube now notification. Yeah, okay. Probably telling me I'm live. Weird thing. What do we got here? Is that our... I think that's our landing. Okay, so yeah, we have to hit a radial at 129, and we have Mobile. See, that's saying downtown, but in real life it's Mobile International, and they're at 186. That is what's going on so far. Like I said, the Alabama. I hope I notice when we're flying over it, because I'd like to hit active pause, and if I can, I'd like to bring the drone further down, but then again, it would look a whole lot better in the in Flight Sim 2024. Welcome in. Say hi in chat. I need all the inspiration of conversation I can get. Like I said, I don't have a way to make a lot of notes for me to read back to you. I basically have the dry erase board, which is flight notes, but I wish I had memorized or wrote down stuff about the USS Alabama, but I didn't. Let's see. What do I know about Alabama? Well, it was one of the states in the Confederate States of America during the Civil War. You have the University of Alabama. In Huntsville, Alabama, there is a military installation known as Red Rock Arsenal. Or Red Arsenal. Anyway, it is where a lot of the rockets were built for the NASA's program when they were doing the space shuttle. I mean, the word rocket, and it's a military base. It could be other things too. But, let's see, Alabama, where Forrest Gump grew up in the movie Forrest Gump. Alabama is to the east of Mississippi, and they look like the same state, just one faces one way, one faces the other. And I've basically been going capital, but we don't need to go to Mississippi because that's going quite north. And I will be able to make my flight with this plane from Mobile to Baton Rouge on the next leg. Hello, welcome in everybody. We just gotten off the ground. We're a few miles out. We're along the southern border on our way to Mobile, Alabama. And this is, like in the title it says, but leg 4 of our flight to fly over the capitals of the Republic of Texas when Texas was its own country. And I just happened to pick, at random, the T6 Texan. And this would be livery number 5. But, if I could get a steady schedule, I might get the same people returning to watch my streams. I haven't gotten that yet. I basically am lucky if I get 1 or 2 people watching right now. YouTube is not where most people watch streams. I mean, I watch a lot there. There's some channels that have a lot of people in their YouTube chat, but I watch another stream and sometimes I'm the only one in there. So, other than the moderators. I don't know if any of my buddies from Wolfpack Aviation or Wolf Air Aviation, I don't know if any of them will ever drop in and chat with me on my streams. It'd be nice if they would. Maybe it would be names, at least some names I already know. Well, I've not seen 3 people watch for a significant amount of time so far, so thank you for showing up. Okay, Alabama, let's see, Alabama has as their state flag the Confederates battle flag, with the red background, the blue X, and the white stars. I think each star stands for each of the states in the Confederate States of America. But There's also a band called Alabama. They're basically a southern rock kind of country, but they got some good music. You've got, let's see, other cities that I know. You've got Boaz, Alabama. You've got Birmingham, Alabama. Is Tuskegee in Alabama? I can't remember that part. I know Tuskegee Airmen is a point of historical significance. Let's see. Did Rosa Parks and the bus riot thing happen in Alabama? I believe that was Georgia. But again, I used to know a lot of stuff, and I know a lot of stuff, and then some stuff slips away. I can't retain everything. And in fact, what I was telling, we had a discussion on a stream I was watching the other day, yesterday, by the way. We were discussing how a lot of people like to erase our past or rewrite it. Well, I learned more about the actual history of the United States and both sides of the stories, more as an adult doing my own research than I was ever told to read and learn as a child through school. So, for any history nuts out there, I highly recommend watching videos on topics of interest, and then decipher for yourself what you think is true or false. But do your research. Let's see, I only know of the University of Alabama. I can't think of any other schools that are in Alabama right now. I don't think there's any pro sports teams either. And I don't think there's any pro wrestlers, at least from WWE, that are billed from Alabama. I mean, you have a move called the Alabama Slam. Let's see, what states... Okay, so the states that border Alabama are Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Mississippi. In the phonetic order of the 50 states, Alabama is number 1. I think the little person showing me who's watching, again, is blinking back and forth. So, I don't know if I have one person, 0 people, or more than one person. Usually when it says 1, that means 1, but when it blinks to 0, I don't know if someone's still here or not. I did get, we've gotten 1 thumbs up so far, so someone came in for a little bit.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Maddie 8178 tree. Cairns approach Maddie 8178 tree is type T 6 miles east of 0 Foxtrot Delta for 8,300 feet. Request flight following.
thought we already had flight following. Quite late to be asking for it now.
Squawk 2005, Maddie 8178 tree.
Again, we're on, I'm on VOR, because that is realistically all we'd be able to do. So, VFR or VOR. So I put us on VOR. And, yeah, so we got one thumbs up so far. Someone came in and liked it and maybe left, but that's okay. Slowly, hopefully get recurring viewers. And chat's there, although I can understand if you're the only one watching, you don't want to really chat. But, I mean, unless I can answer, I can talk to you. I can try and answer any questions that I can. That's if I can actually read it, but I learned the other day a little more about how to use chat thanks to two people. One person in the beginning half of the video of my live stream, and then someone stuck around pretty much for the second half, and I learned how to operate certain aspects of chat. Now, if I could only figure out how to launch my stream and make sure I was in horizontal view before I hit live. This morning, I accidentally went live and wasn't horizontal, so I had to end the stream, delete the video, and relaunch. Alright, I think I'm going to check in on our progress here. Let's see, we have 98 miles to a radio and 156 miles till Mobile. How fast are we actually moving here? 107, and we're at almost 10,000 feet. We're moving pretty good for this plane. This plane can only go to 15,000, so we're probably already at what would be our cruising altitude. Jacksonville Center. Why would we go into Jacksonville? It's on the east side of Florida.
Jacksonville Center, Maddie 8178 tree, 9,800 feet.
Maddie 8178 tree, Jacksonville Center, altimeter 30.29, radar contact, continue.
I think most of my views come from replay. Now, I said I was never wanted to monetize, but I've given it a bit of thought. I definitely would never make enough money to really get a lot of money. But I have, let's say, concerns about monetization. I don't really know how it works. I don't know how often you get paid or how much of a cut you get from YouTube. And I don't know how much you have, I don't know how much monetization income you collect before you have to file taxes. I've never filed taxes before in my life. I've only worked one job, and it was only for a summer back in 04. Just because of vision issues. I'm also a type 1 diabetic. There's a lot of reasons why I've just lack of transportation. So There's quite a few reasons why I've never worked, but I collect from Social Security, and I don't know if I monetize how that affects that money that I live off of.
Jacksonville Center,
All my expenses are out of that measly money that the government pays me every month. And they restrict you on even how much you're allowed to try to hold back to save for, so. I mean, I would probably reinvest my monetization into maybe getting myself better equipment for streaming. I can't really change the layout of my streaming situation, but I could get me another device or figure out some way to have a camera in a better position. And I guess I really need to pay attention to my analytics and find out when people are watching my replays. Maybe it'll give me an idea better when to go live, but most of my audience is from the US, and most of them are probably working at this time of day. Hello, welcome in. Sorry, I was getting some water. And I probably should mute that when I do that, but, you know, that chat's there. Don't be shy, say hi. I don't know what else I'm getting up to today. After I get off this stream, I'll be taking Dougie's O-U-T-S-I-D-E. I can't say that word out loud, then they'll want to do that. And go enjoy my cigar while this stream uploads, and I watch some YouTube, watch somebody else that I know, probably be on by the time then, and let me see. You know what? I thought there was a way for me to check battery. Yes, there is. Okay. I need to keep an eye on that. I want to make sure I have enough battery before I head outside after I'm done here. I'll kind of be bored outside. Alright. I think we've gotten a little more success today. No one's chatting, but two people, icon has been flickering in and out more often than it has been. I was hoping to see some friendly flyers in here today, which I expect all the time, but or hope for, not expect. I hope to see some friendly flyers from the Wolf Air Aviation. Haven't seen them just yet. Just one of them. I think I've gotten new subscribers every time I've done a live stream so far. I hope that that statistic stays alive again today. So I might do my channel update video on Friday again. That's how it's been the last 2 Fridays now. Got my video ready to be uploaded tomorrow and for Train Sim Roll 5. And things have slowed down quite a bit for me to have to do videos. I didn't do a flight video for Monday, yesterday. There was just the Train Sim World video. I kind of, just because I knew I'm doing live streams, and I'm staying focused on one thing, I didn't want to keep changing aircraft and all that stuff. It is the only reason I've probably not been doing a flight video every day, but yeah, I gotta have time for me to relax and make sure I don't get pinched nerve and stuff in my hands and elbows. But I don't. Yeah, there probably won't be another flight till I stream again on Friday. And Friday's flight will be leg number 5. And then Saturday will be leg number 6. And hopefully leg number 7, we will be able to hopefully finish that on Sunday. But I have to, I don't know just yet, because we gotta fly. We have 5 locations once we get into Galveston, Texas. That's 1, and then 4 others are 3, because I can't put a custom waypoint for the 4th capital. So, Republic of Texas had 5. One of the capitals I can't find in the map, a city to plunk a custom marker and tell you what it was. But once we get to Galveston, hopefully I can take off from Galveston and hit Houston, Austin, and San Antonio all in one leg. I don't know if I want to do touch and goes for that, because that involves entering the pattern, landing, and taking back off. If I do want to attempt the touch and go method, I would have to give myself unlimited fuel, just so I don't have to worry about us running out. What's funny is, or I find interesting, not funny, is my right elbow still gets pinched nerve even when I'm not holding the phone with my hand, my right hand. Again, America. It just looks like a bunch of farmland. Green pastures. We got some water. In fact, there is, and I only found this out because of watching Nate Wolf 49 while we were doing FS Economy and flying around. There is an airport in Alabama that is water landing and takeoffs. There's very few of them, and I would never have found it, because even if you turn off all airports except for the water ones, you don't always find them. The only water ones I knew of were in Seattle and in just above LaGuardia in New York. There's like 2 there. There's like 3 water airports there, and I know there's quite a few in Alaska if you look real hard. They don't always pop up when you zoom in all the way. Even when you zoom in all the way. What's our altitude? We're still climbing. Again, we shouldn't go above 15, but no telling. We were at 20-something in the last stream, and I had aircraft stress turned on along with the engine stresses. In fact, that's how the leg from that's how leg 2 ended, was because I forgot I had aircraft stress is on. Took control, made it my aircraft, and was circling us for me to get into the pattern, and I overspeeded, and well, the session ended. The dogs aren't even in their room with me, which means they could be getting up to trouble silently, and I would know. At least the little one, she does like to get into things, but usually that's because mom forgets to put stuff out of her reach, or put stuff out of the reach of the dog that the dog would like to get a hold of. The little one, she likes to get a hold of pens and chew them. Again, this flight is supposed to take 2 hours, but we've been making pretty good progress. Because, I mean, our airspeed, well, we're back down at 90, but we were a little bit at a pretty good speed. You know, I thought the higher you went, the faster you could go. That doesn't seem to be the case with this plane. Welcome in. Drop a chat to me. Let me know who's coming in and viewing. I can properly say hi to people. Granted, YouTube could just be doing its weird thing and it's saying one when there's actually none. I don't know, because it was doing the same thing the other day. The who's watching icon isn't consistent. Especially when it says 0 and I was still chatting with somebody. Or, I mean, when I said, ooh, you left, and they responded, so. When it still said 0. Yeah, it keeps flickering again, so someone might be watching. I don't know, I'm kind of, sorry, I'm a little OCD about the viewer thing, which is why I thought it might have been better for me to just do these long videos and not do them as lives, because then I'm just focused on talking and not constantly OCDing about the counter and the thumbs up. But I hope to see my subscribers drop in for lives. I'd hope to, anyway. Since I, kind of an update, but since I started uploading videos, I've nearly doubled my subscriber count. I had 46 subscribers before I started posting videos again, and I hadn't had any videos on my channel for anybody to watch, and I'm gonna say almost maybe 10 years. The fact that no one unsubscribed, either because they couldn't or they didn't know or anything, but I haven't lost any subscribers since I've started doing putting videos back up. I might have lost 1 or 2 here and there, but it's not like I've gained more than I've lost, and I'm not sure that I've lost any subscribers. Although my numbers when I report them are usually off. Even if I look at it before I go live, I end up even if I look at my subscriber count before I do my update videos, I tend to forget what it said. Are we near a radial yet? We're almost at our radial. And I've had waypoints in, but I don't know if we flew over them yet. So the fact that I have the USS Alabama BB-60 as a waypoint makes me curious to whether I'll be able to see it and stop for it. I mean, I have the towns and I have all the points of interest things turned on, so we should see it. In fact, is that... no, that wasn't a town below us. Okay. Yeah. Stupid... me hitting the stupid wrong button. Great. Let's see, what else? Man, that engine heroics. Yeah, I hope we don't have to change tanks, because granted, I did find it in the last stream, but changing tanks was something I didn't know I was going to have to do with one hand and the AI pilot controlling, but, hence I probably should just always, maybe I should leave it on unlimited fuel, that way I don't have to worry about changing the tanks. Especially when I didn't know where it was. I mean, I did find it, I know where it is now, but again, one-handing the Xbox controller is not easy. And again, I didn't put it in the description, but I am streaming, playing Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 from Xbox Series S. So, I think I'm one of the few people that's putting Flight Sim videos out there that is playing from Xbox. I keep forgetting to put it in a description as like a tag or something. Because I haven't come across, like, if I put in MSFS 2020 Xbox, you'll get stuff, but it's not necessarily people streaming their flights while they're on their Xbox. It's just everybody I watch that does Flight Sim as well, they're all on PC. So I got access to stuff us Xbox players don't get access to. But I don't know. I have no idea what I want to do after I do the finish this flight this week. I don't know what we'll be doing after this, and even if I put a poll up, I don't know if anybody would respond to it. I might put a poll up on the community tab, but I wish I could do one during my stream, but that would be useless. At least right now it would be. You're still on Jacksonville Center?
Going to 132.1 Maddie 8178 tree. Jacksonville Center, Maddie 8178 tree, flight level 180.
Interrogate Papa Charlie, contact Jacksonville Center on 119.1. Good day. Maddie 8178 Jacksonville Center, radar contact, continue.
We're above where we need to be. I mean, altitude-wise, we're higher than we should be. There's a town down there. I thought that was an airport, that's why I zoomed in. Because I had some airports as waypoints. I had 3 of them. But, so far, I haven't seen any of my waypoints yet. And we should be seeing water here soon. Off to the left would be the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know if that's the water just yet. Well, there's a town. Seaside Airport. Okay, that wasn't a waypoint, but okay. Yeah, that's water. Okay, so there's the Gulf out there to our, at our 9. I don't think I would have saw that unless I was zoomed in. And, I have live weather and real time turned on, and every flight has been, perfect skies, no weather issues, which is kind of strange, but, well, you can fly VOR with bad weather as long as your heading is plugged in and you know, and your compass is calibrated. You know where to go, which I don't do because I just don't mess with it. Because I'm not flying and we're just going waypoint for waypoint basically. Okay, so about 42 nautical miles till the radial, and 100 miles to the mobile. And you see some dots down up there, so my POIs are definitely on. And as we saw with that airport that showed up. Is that a highway or the? No, yeah, that's a strip of land for the bay. Okay. What do we got there? Niceville Airport. 10 miles away. And over here we got Cedar Lane. Looks like an airport as well. And let me zoom out because I can tell the camera's jumpy. It gets that way when I'm zoomed in and trying to hold the camera apparently. Ooh, shoulder just popped. Ow. Hit and miss. Alabama. Let's see. I don't know anything else. I know Alabama was a significant state that played in the had its hand in the fight for civil rights for the African American community. JFK. Or not JFK. Excuse me. MLK. God, that was terrible of me. I'm glad I was able to correct myself on the live stream. Unlike when I've gone back and watched my streams and I've said stuff that I knew was completely wrong, but it came out my mouth that one way and I didn't realize that it was wrong until I went back and watched it. Because, you know, you can't really edit for live streams. Oh, you can't, I guess you could. I don't know how you would edit the actual replay back. especially with the way I stream. We got an airport below us. Okay, so now we're flying over Niceville Airport. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3 runways. And then of course we have Triple B Airport. Okay. That's definitely a not somewhere we're gonna be landing. Duke Field. What does that say? England. Air Force. Is that Air Force Auxiliary? I don't know what Air Force Base is around here. But AF usually is Air Force, because our Army Airfield is AAF. So that just says AF, so that's Air Force. NR3. Definitely looks like a base, doesn't it? At least from here. You got a major road, you got 2 roads going in. You got your airfield. We got a Wright Airport. Looks like a real tiny thing right there. And then that behind Wright Wright Airport looks like a bigger airport.
Jacksonville Center generic November 786 Hotel Delta is at 7,100 feet, descending 2,000 feet.
Well, while I was zoomed in, I should have checked this. Well, we got a plane in front of us. We got 28 miles to a radial, and we've got 86 miles to Mobile International Airport. And in this game, Mobile International Airport is called Mobile Downtown. I had to actually look up, when planning this flight, what the most significant major airport was for Mobile, because there's 2 airports in Mobile. And they were both significant in size within the game. And one said downtown, the other one didn't. Hey Luke. Welcome back in. At least I now... I've gotten someone that came back in and chatted that I've seen before in the chat. I hope to see you later again and the chat on with Wolf Air Aviation. I believe Nate is going live again today. Which, coincidentally enough, I usually finish my chat and my streams just in time to go live there and hang out with them and shadow fly or whatever I want. That's okay, Alo. It's just nice to see another Wolf Air Aviator that I know in chat. You're the only person that's came back in and chatted with me in the stream. So I haven't gotten consistency with getting at least the same people coming in, but I know my videos are getting views, so I believe my subscribers are watching it once it's uploaded. I don't restrict it and hold it private, although it says it's YouTube says it holds it private till they've processed it, but usually I'm watching it on replay, and there's a bunch of other people watching it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. But, hey Luke, we're on leg 4 on our way to Texas. We're, heading to Mobile, Alabama today. We left from Tallahassee. I started out this trip from Richmond, Virginia. And I went, cool, yeah, okay. Thumbs up. I went from, let's see, Richmond to Raleigh-Durham, Raleigh-Durham to Columbia, Columbia to Tallahassee, and now Tallahassee to Mobile. My stream that I'm going to do Friday will be Mobile to Baton Rouge. I have no need to make a stop in Mississippi because that's just going out of my way. I want to stay as close to the coast as I can because I need to get to Galveston as my first stop for the capitals of the Republic of Texas. So, no need to go to Jackson, Mississippi to come back down to Baton Rouge. It's just going to be easier to go from Mobile to Baton Rouge. And I think I've said all I know about the state of Alabama. So, this looks like an airfield, but it's not marked. But, I mean, the way it sits there on the map, it kind of looks like an airfield. Yeah, hey, look, I've noticed you've not been over there with us on Warfare Aviation streams either, so figured you were busy. As of yesterday, we got 20 pilots over there. We might get more today. Nate seems to be bringing in the aviators. If I knew he was live when I entered the stream, I would jokingly enter the stream and go, "I'm reading you," and it'd probably just be me. Which would be funny. Alright, we got 2 people watching now. Hello? Whoever else is watching. You know, say hi. There's also, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe.
134.15, Natty Main 178 Goodbye. Jacksonville Center, Natty 8178 15,700 feet.
Alright. You gotta take care of something. We'll be right back, okay? Sorry folks, if I'm reading a chat for some reason. I process it better if I read it in my own head, unless it's something I need to read out, unless I feel I need to read it out. But a lot of people read exactly what's typed, and when I'm reading it, I want to make sure I'm using the proper language so that I'm not reading it direct, like when it says I and you mean yourself. I want to make sure I translate it before I verbalize what I'm reading. That, and it's difficult for me to try to read the statements anyway, but now I know I can click on a chat and it brings up and holds it into a window wall, and it doesn't bring it up bigger for me to read in font size, but it holds it there and it doesn't disappear, and I can actually read it. And thanks to Michael M. And Tanner from the previous stream that I think both subscribed. At least I know Michael M. did. And I figured stuff out on chat because of them. To, I guess, boost my own views, took all my flights for this Republic of Texas trip on every leg, and formed my watch list the other night and let it play all night while I slept. Which kind of didn't help because I was more interested in my own video and kind of stayed awake for the first 2 hours instead of going to sleep. You'd think listening to yourself talk on replay videos would, you'd fall asleep to it. But I found it very interesting. Alright, we're about to hit this radial. And we got 67 miles to Mobile. I hope I know get a notification, or I notice something for me to hit the active pause button, because I want to see what the USS Alabama looks like in 2020. Granted, it will look a whole lot better in 2024. And we got in... trying to zoom in, and chat replay shows up and gets in the way. Okay, Choctaw Naval Outlying Landing Field. Yeah, I had to look out what, I looked up what NOLF stood for, and it's Naval Outlying Landing Field. Because 2 of my waypoint airports we were flying over were that. Alright. Alright, hey Luke, you're back. Whoever else is watching, say hi. 3 people are in. The other 2 people, hey, say hi. I like to know who's here. At least, if you don't want to say anything else, just say hey. There's lots of times I do that on streams. I don't talk throughout the whole stream that I'm watching, but I go and hit that thumbs up. I hit the, I say hi, and dumb me forgets to let people know when I'm leaving their streams, and I just leave, which I think we all do that. Yeah, I might say I'm like, hey, I'm here, and then, I just drop off. I've seen it spike at 3 a few times for a couple of seconds today. So, yeah, I could understand A-Loop. Night shifts are a pain in the butt from what I remember with my dad working them and my brothers when he's worked them. They really screw up your day schedule. Especially when you got days off and you got shit you gotta do and you're like, oh, I'm tired, I'm supposed to be asleep. I frequently have night shifts on my own. I'll go for, I'll just randomly switch to being up all night for like a couple of weeks straight. I have no reason. I just do. And it usually happens when I get really invested into a game, and which doesn't happen lately because most of my time's making content, but when I used to play certain games, I'd get really into them, and it ended up being like, you know, almost 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, crap, I've been awake all night. And then, of course, then I sleep all day. We got something else going on over here, don't we? Is that the radio? That's not a radio. Yeah, that is a radio. Okay, that's a radio. And then there's the airport. So, well, A-Loop, you just said something to me, and yes, I did read it, but, the weird thing about YouTube and its viewer counter, it says 0, so, and then it comes back to 1. I never know if there's anybody watching it, huh? Especially when it says 0. Any suggestions of how I can keep people coming in and staying around? Says one, yeah, the viewer counter keeps jumping. On my stream the other day, it kept saying 0, yet someone was still chatting to me. It wasn't like the repeat things that keep showing up. It was someone's. I said, "Oh, it went to 0," and the person's like, "No, I'm still here." I'm like, well, then that's weird. So YouTube's got a quirk there, but any suggestions of how to keep the crowd coming back, other than maybe starting to get a schedule that I stick to? Nate told me the other day that I need to be careful about how I kind of promote myself, even though it was not my intention on this channel. He kind of called me out on saying that, hey, I'm doing a live stream or what I'm doing in videos. He said he didn't care, and I only let him know because, like, you know, I thought we were trying to support each other's channels and stuff. But, yeah, I think someone fussed at me in a live stream on another channel. Someone else fussed, the person doing the live stream, I think they were fussing at me, I'm not sure, but they're like, yeah, we know, you don't need to tell us, kind of statement. And again, I don't know if it's directed at me or not. It's kind of hard to realize, kind of hard to know if you're promoting yourself or not when people ask, hey, what are you guys up to? And you answer the question. Nate Wolf on Friday, like, what are you guys going to do for the weekend? And I said I was doing my live Sunday. That's when he kind of called me out. It didn't irritate me, it just made me go, realize, oh yeah, I might be doing that when I'm talking about, but I'm not trying to, I wasn't trying to promote myself, it was more of, just talking about, you know, I was proud of what I've been doing, and, you know, just wanting to share the joy. So it's a mess, just like dealing with social issues in the real world. I never quite know what to be doing half the time. What are you guys doing out there? What are you carrying on, Elsie, you want to be a co-pilot? Life's a mystery, yeah. And a bitch. Oh, God. I know you guys hate when I do that. Especially when, that wasn't an intentional zoom in, that was just me moving. I keep sliding out of the recliner. Elsie, you want to come up here? You want to be a co-pilot? Come on. Lay down. How about I turn the camera around for a second? You can see this cute dog. The dog. Of course, these are mom and dad's dogs, or mom's dogs. We'll put it that way. Well, maybe not on me. We'll take the camera off the screen. There's Elsie. There's Elsie. And there's Shadow over there in the dog bed. Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't need to turn the camera around on myself. I just needed to move the camera. Luckily, they're behaving now. We weren't sure if she was completely potty trained, and she doesn't like when it's wet outside. Yep, they are family. So, Elsie hates getting her paws wet, so when it rains, she doesn't want to go outside, and she doesn't always want to go to the bathroom on the back patio either, which is concrete. She'll sometimes go in the house still. They used to have to be put in the kennels in Mom and Dad's room. Yeah, they're like kids. I've tried to have my own pets. I've had a few myself, but the finances, the responsibility, I didn't. My dog was trained, or not. My dog wasn't trained. The last dog I had was a long-haired Chihuahua, and I got him from a shelter, but he was brought in as a hoarded situation. Had never been outside before, so me taking him outside to go to the bathroom was just a fruitless exercise, and his resistance was futile. He would not go to the bathroom. He would just sit at my feet no matter how long I walked around in the yard. He'd follow me around, but he would not go. And I lived, at the time I lived in a high-rise building where I never knew how long it would take to get downstairs waiting for the elevator or not, so I just bought wraps and to soak up his urine, and then his number two, I mean, he kind of had his space on the carpet. I tried to use pee pads. He wouldn't go to the bathroom on them. And I just pick up, get the toilet paper, pick it up, flush it in the toilet. So when I moved back to my parents, that's how he was trained, and Mom kept blaming me for messes that she thought he was making. To go to find out about 2 years ago that it was not my dog's at all, and it was hers. But she'd acted so much, I ended up surrendering my dog because I was getting tired of being harassed and told I wasn't cleaning up and all this. Go train him, train him, train him. Well, walking around in the backyard for 20 minutes and him not going to the bathroom, and he would come right in, come right back in the house, go to my room, and do his business. So, I mean, it worked for me. The system him and I had worked for me. I didn't have to worry about waiting when I lived in the apartment complex, high-rise building. I didn't have to worry about what the weather was, having a bag to pick up stuff. I didn't have to wait for an elevator. I could avoid from socializing with people I didn't care to socialize with. It just worked for me. And it still worked for me here. He was consistently going to the bathroom in our bedroom. And his name was Butters. He would respond to Butthead though, so I mean, he was an all black, long-haired Chihuahua. I usually would get his hair cut down to where he was like short-haired body, but then he had fuzzy face and fluffy, or not fluffy, but his tail was still long-haired. I'm just not gonna mess with having my own pets anymore, especially if I'm gonna get yelled at for do or how they do or don't do what my parents think I should be doing with them. I mean, my parents did the same thing to my brother and his wife about their grandson, so. But I think all grandparents are like that. Oh, we're about to turn. We're on our turn to... Alright, you see it there? USS Alabama, 36 miles away. Yeah, you love them, but will not have another pet. Yeah, I hated having to surrender him, just because, but it's either keep him and keep getting yelled at, or get rid of him and deal with a grieving period. And I last year, or about 2 years ago, I don't remember. Anyway, I should never got a rabbit from where I got it from, but I got a rabbit from, oh, I can't remember the name of the store. Anyway, I got it from the store. I'm legally blind, so I thought, I'll use one of those dog retractable leashes, because I put a little cat collar on her, and anyway, she, freaked out with the handle part hitting the ground behind her. She jumped a little too high and fractured her lower back. So I only had her for like 2 days before I had to bring her to a vet and pay $600 for them to put her down because she couldn't hold her bowels. I mean, she couldn't hold anything. She couldn't walk. And she wasn't, rabbits only make noise when they're in a lot of pain, and she wasn't making noise, but she would not have had any form of life. There was no way to give her like little wheelchair things for her rear legs. And the vet said it wasn't my fault, but I felt it was like my fault, because if I hadn't put the thing on her in the house, I could find her. It was a bright orange handle thing attached to the leash that was on her collar, and it was the only way I could keep track of her, because I was going to free range her. Was I always blind, or something happened? Oh, no, that's good you asked. No, I was born legally blind. My left eye never fully developed, and I have no perception out of the left. And on the right, it's like 2400 with nystagmus. Nystagmus is my eye quivers on its own, and I only visually realize that when I'm strained. Or I'm concentrating on something, then things start to move back and forth, and I visually notice it myself. And no, it was a birth defect. I have a number of birth defects, and I went to a geneticist, or my parents brought me to one when I was younger, and we never gotten an explanation of what my birth defects are a result of. Although I kind of think I know why, and they could come from either side of the family, but it could be intermarrying between two families, going round and round and round, cousins from, one offshoot marrying the other, and back and forth, especially down here in East Tennessee where I live, and where my dad's side of the family, apparently, my grandfather found out most of his family was from down here. And then where my mom was and I were born, up in upstate New York, in Plattsburgh, New York, it's quite a rural area up there too, so. I I think my genes got screwed up because of, you know, genetics. And the longer I live, the more things sometimes pop up that I consider a birth defect. So it's just problems. Yeah, pretty much blind from birth. No, I have no idea what it's like to actually have any more vision than I do have. And, just like I don't know what it's like to not be a type 1 diabetic. I came home from the hospital on my 2nd birthday, diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, so I've had a few regular Cokes here and there. I've had candy now and then since now I do something called carb counting, but for my insulin. But yeah, I don't know what it's like to not have to worry about what a blood sugar is doing or not doing, and whether I have the medicine. But always got to carry around medicine to take, after you eat. If only it was like a type 2 diabetic and I could just change my diet and exercise and not have to worry about it anymore. What? Okay, you were going to look up the family tree online, was afraid to, you'll leave it in the... Yeah, Michael M. tried to post something in my previous stream, and he put it under my community tab where I posted that I was going live, and it never showed up there, so hopefully you have better luck, Alan. Because it's not like I want to publicize my email, and I don't have anything else. I don't ever plan to do Discord. The less things I gotta read and mess with, the easier it is for me visually, so. Yeah, I've done some stuff on Ancestry. I've did a DNA test. I've got quite a bit of a tree buildup over there. Some of it's very interesting, some of it I wish I never knew. My grandfather, for the longest time, up until he passed away, he thought he was part Cherokee. And I did my DNA test, and it didn't show up. For me, it didn't show up, which it might not have been. He could have been like a quarter, and it wouldn't have shown up for me, because my dad would have been 1/8, and it would just been way too low of a percentage. But I had a couple, one of my aunts and a couple of my cousins from my grandpa's, my dad's side of the family. They didn't come up with any Native American at all. However, my aunt and I we have less than 1% Cameroon African. And my grandpa thought that his mom, or his grandmother, I can't remember which right now, was half Cherokee. Well, I think she was half black, and because she might have been mixed race, she was able to pass herself off as Cherokee, which probably gave her a little more privilege back in the early 1900s, late 1800s. But I believe the African definitely, because that DNA showed up, that only leads to one conclusion. I doubt it was consensual, but probably a result of a slave owner
Mobile approach, 98178
or a
Tree,
family
5000
member of
feet.
the slaves taking a
178 tree, mobile approach.
quote unquote liking to one of the slave women and impregnating her. I can't say that for definite, but usually that would have been the case. But I thought that was the most interesting DNA result. I have a little bit of African blood in me. Are we gonna see the Arizona? Okay, we got 14 to go. So, nothing wrong with what? Nothing wrong with the way. Nothing wrong with being, yeah. I've got a cousin that's biracial. That's what I'm about, so I just thought it was cool, and it just brings the history that a lot of U.S. wants to try to forget and erase. You can't forget it or erase it when you do your lineage, and that's what you find. However, with that being said, I have an aunt that refuses to add certain people to a tree just because she don't like them, or she doesn't think they have anything to do with us, and any of the offshoots of the family. Like her daughter's oldest child's father, my aunt refused to put him on the tree as her granddaughter's father, even though my cousin and he didn't get married. There's a bunch of other things. Alright. Dryer time, alright. Well, you're still listening. You said I want to hopefully pause when we get over this, the Alabama. Okay, we're coming up on Lowdale Airport. You know, I zoom in, and then of course I bring the phone in to read it, and of course then it gets pixelated. And I have no way to, you know, make the camera focus. What are you guys doing? They probably want to OUT. And that will be here in a little bit. You know, we're going a lot faster than I thought we would. I said, when I started the stream, that this flight was going to take 1 hour and 59 minutes. I've only been streaming for an hour, a little more than 1.5 hours. So maybe we will get 2 hours. But this stream has gone by fast, and not just because A-Loop, you're in here talking to me. I think we've been maintaining a decent speed, and even though this plane is a lot higher than its recommended height for it, it is doing good. Okay, so it's lower Delta, but I don't think that's an airstrip there. So, I had waypoints for the other airports. They're supposed to do flyovers. No, wait, I didn't pick them as like waypoints. It was just we flew over them. Maybe if I isolated them, I wouldn't know we flew over them. But anyway, this was the only thing that I picked, was this point of interest. And it was going out of our way to get to it, but I'm like, I don't know much history about Alabama, and I saw this as a point of interest. I'm like, we have to go and check this out. Yeah, that's not an airstrip. Lower Delta, whatever it is. I think that's a tiny town. And I don't know if Alabama is coming in to view or not. Let's see. Oh, we got, and we're about to hit a radial as well. Oh, was it a radial? Was it also a radial? That would have been ironic if the battleship was also a radial. I'm going to hit active pause. At least I think we did. Yep, we did. Okay, I need to zoom out a little bit. And I want camera. See, I'm doing this with one hand. My God, this is a pain in the butt. Especially when I can't see the cursor. There it is. Camera. Showcase. Free cam. Get off the screen. And I have no idea what does what right now. Okay, that's increasing. Maybe I should have turned the speed up as well for the drone cam. Oh, let's not rotate the camera and make ourselves sick. I didn't need to, I should have probably turned up the speed, but if I turned the speed up, I would have lost track of what we were doing with the camera. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out. And I'm in drone mode right now, y'all, so we will have to come back past this, but I wanted to try to get down here and look to see how the USS Alabama got rendered. The only bad part is I have no idea how I have no idea if we're moving any at all. Looks like we are. Alright, you're back, Alu. I'm adding more time to the stream just because I wanted to do this. Makes me wonder if I turned... I thought I turned active pause on to do this. But we can still hear the jet behind me. I mean, not the jet. We can hear our plane behind me. Alright. I'm gonna try something here, guys. I don't know how it will look, but give me a minute. I'm going to try and put the camera on my phone stand facing the TV. And of course that doesn't work. Wrong way. Alright. So, let me work with this camera and get us closer in, and then I'll pick the phone back up. And I hope you guys can still hear me. I can't read chat at all, so. Okay. Whatever we see here will definitely look better in 2024. And if this is working, let me know, hey Luke, when I pick the phone back up, and I'll let you know when I do that. Because if you guys can see this good, then I can make my videos where I'm not live streamed with the phone like this. But I believe you're probably missing a good quarter of the screen. Alright, here we are at the Alabama. Let's see how low I can go. And we hear the water. Of course, the waves are nasty, bad as crap in here, but we don't necessarily want to do that. Is this solid? It is solid. I thought maybe it wouldn't be solid. But it's solid, people. You can get the camera to land on the... Alright, so here's our conning tower. Your main gun. Your free guns, I don't know. And then you got some other turrets. Your anchor, wow, and it's got like, it looks like it's wet right there on the, that's pretty cool. And of course your museum right here. It looks like there's supposed to be an aircraft rendered in right here that isn't. Either it's a rock in real life, or there's actually a plane there on display. Well, you would expect that. There's nothing actually in here. They didn't try to model the inside. But this is still cool. Alright. Let me get us back to flying. No, not ATC. Let's reset our camera. Okay, reset camera, turn ATC window off, turn that off. Okay. Well, how did that look, Luke? Let me know. I mean, does that work if I was not actually doing a live stream? Did that work actually doing this live stream? Alright, and away we go. I think I hit unpause. Did I not? No, I'm still in camera mode. Alright, I gotta put the phone back down. Okay. Now we're flying again. Alright. How bad was that with the camera sitting on the table? Were you guys able to see good enough? I hope you got to see that Alabama that I was showing. If not, that was a waste of my effort to look at it. Although it was my own interest anyway. If that worked and showed enough of the screen, I can definitely do that when I'm not live to do my other videos, because then I can play. You know, I can't really do much playing with it like this when I'm streaming. You liked it that way? I wasn't sure how much of the TV screen was getting on the camera. And again, I can't read the chat that way. That's what I said, that might be a better idea to do my Train Sim World videos, or my, if I don't want to do a live, but I actually want to fly. Which, basically, I usually only handle the takeoff and landings.
5 miles northeast, 2,000 feet with whiskey to land.
But the Alabama looked cool. And I hope it came across okay on the when I set the phone down and you guys got to see it. Looks like we got some other stuff down here. I didn't know, are those military? There's another ship down here. And that looks like a submarine. So, I didn't know that there was a naval base down here in Mobile. And we're entering our pattern to land. I hate when the ATC doesn't respond to their own calls here. I'm trying to.
Clear to land runway 14 Manny 8178 train.
Should we listen to ATIS?
Downtown Airport information with T1500 Zulu. Wind 10 train at 12. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 2,100 feet. Few clouds at 5,100 feet. Temperature 24. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.28. Visual runway 14 in use. Landing and departing runway 14. VFR aircraft same direction of flight. All aircraft
And then we should be landing runway 14.
controller on initial contact. You have whiskey.
Under VOR, we would be a visual. So, we still have to come back around and enter the pattern. There's the airport right there. Downtown airport, as they're saying it in the game, but it's Mobile International. need to zoom back out. It's getting a little hazy over here in the Gulf. You know, this fog or something just rolled in all of a sudden, didn't it? Now, I'm not gonna take over this flight like I did one time before and got an overspeed warning on us because I forgot I had stresses turned on. And I don't know why, but I like to come into the cockpit for when we're turning. As much as I'd like to make it my aircraft for the landing, I don't think I can do that with one hand and be assured that we won't come out of the sky faster than I want to. I at least can handle takeoffs with one hand. I can do something, but like I said, if that phone thing worked, but it was probably like at an angle. Obviously, it was. It's steady. Only a portion of the screen's probably cut off. That's maybe not that important, but I don't really know what it looked like because when I rushed it against the phone stand, the screen's towards it, so I can't really see. And then, of course, I can't read the chats, hence I probably won't use it very much for lives, but I can make my other videos then. I could start recording other games that I'm interested in doing. I think I heard our landing gear deploy. Yep, okay, so gear's down. And no, the co-pilot hasn't deployed the flaps yet. Yeah, I'm a Star Trek fan, and I've got all the DVDs from all the series. Your home airport is OM3. I'll look it up in the sim when I get off here then. 4 people are in here today. Get to the other 2 people that are here. Hit that like button. Also come over and subscribe. I'm starting to do more streams. At least one video gets uploaded every day. Usually Train Sim World gets uploaded every day. For now. But we're about to land. And then I have to also figure out where exactly I parked when we get to the ground so that I can make a note and make sure we try to take off from the same spot. Because I'll show you look and whoever. This is how I make my notes for the stream of what we're doing. I use a dry erase board. Works pretty good for me. Oh, you're in Tennessee as well. Yeah, I forget a lot of us are. A lot of us that fly with Wolf Air Aviation are volunteers. There was a pun intended in that. And with Wolf Air Aviation, I am definitely a volunteer because I shadow fly. I can't even make us make us any money. And, not far from Nashville. Yeah. So Nate bought a gate over in Madisonville, Tennessee, which is one of the airports in my home county here in East Tennessee. These are starting to feel like they're going faster, and I think these streams are going faster when people come in and chat. That's for sure. It's not me sitting here trying to figure out what to say for 2 to 3 hours. speaking of time, okay, we just hit the 2 hour mark, and we're on our final. So, we kept a good speed. I got us off the ground at a reasonable time. I think I only wasted 5 minutes getting, giving my opening spiel and us taxiing to the runway for me to take off. So I'm surprised that we're actually on time, according to the world map thing. Told me this was going to be 1 hour 59 minutes. So it was pretty accurate. Although my live streams are usually a few minutes past that, so just because, you get started, you gotta talk, say hi, let everybody know what you're doing, and then, you gotta start up the plane. I don't do the checklist. I, did the auto start on the Xbox controller, RB right, or is it RB left? I'm always getting confused. I think it was RB right actually started, because I was hitting RB left and nothing was happening. So, I did that. Then I gave it to the AI to do the taxi. Made it my aircraft to do the takeoff. And then gave it back to him once I knew we were securely in the air, in hopes that they kept us securely in the air. Because the AI is notoriously bad with their pathing. And, I never know what happens. Are we on we're about to turn our front. I wasn't paying attention to the radio calls. I don't know if we called in that we were on our base leg. That's quite dangerous. Did ATC tell us to look out for traffic? Holy fuck. I mean, that could have been an air collision. Yeah. Wow. Right? I don't think we were told to look out for it. And this is AI traffic. I'm not on multiplayer, so I mean, the ATC knows what I'm doing and what the AI is doing. They should have not been coming in that quick in front of us. I don't even think they were coming in. They were coming way too quick to land. That had to be a miss. There is no way they landed. That was just way too quick. I mean, a near miss, yes, but still, that was way too close. ATC in real life would have never allowed them to come in like that when ATC knew I was on my final. Alright. And here goes nothing, folks. My aircraft. What are they doing? What are you doing? You put your wheels up. Oh shit, I better give it back to the co-pilot. What the fuck? We were lined up, we couldn't land. Oh, we couldn't land because someone else got in front of us. Son of a bitch. Well, this got interesting, didn't it? Holy sh... We were completely lined up on the center. The AI had me on the center. All I had to do was take control and let the plane land itself. And we have to do a go-around. Ugh. Hey, Luke, did you catch what kind of plane that was? I mean, it flew by us really quick. I'm surprised they landed, if they did. Well, yeah. Yeah, I used to use unlimited fuel, but good thing I did a full tank. Granted, we've only used, what, half? Not even? Not even half, but yeah. Man, talk about being cut off at the end there, right? Gee. better use the radio and make sure we don't need to do something. Let's see here. As far as I knew, we were full stop, so... Nope, okay, we're still on for a landing. But we were perfectly lined up. There was no way we should have missed that. Like I said, someone must have been on the runway. Yeah, if it was landing in that speed, one, they were going quick, and two, like I said, ATC must have had a real fuck up there. And this is the game's default ATC. I was on base, turning onto final, when they just, that plane just cut in front of me on a landing. And they were definitely on an ILS straight in. But I don't recall ATC telling us to look for traffic, or telling another plane to look for a generic on base, you know, referring to us, so... And in this game, technically you can go through things, so I don't know why why we aborted the landing. We still could have landed, even with the AI on the runway. We would have just went through them. I can't believe that. I took control, and you guys saw it. I took control, and the wheels were going up, and I'm like, what the hell? Hopefully we don't get cut off on the landing again this time. If it happens again, I'm just gonna keep control and land regardless. But I couldn't even react quick enough with my one hand to hit the gear down again before we would have hit the pavement. That's how low it was when I took control. I did that for a reason, so we would just glide down, and all I had to do was start applying brakes, and then give it back for them to taxi to the gate. But there was nothing I could have done there to land safely. I'm glad I was able to get my fingers back on over on the keyboard, and I was able to give us some, pull the stick back to get some air, gain some altitude there, because, God, that guy. Is that a cruise ship or a freight ship? That's a freight. Man, that was scary. Got cut off there. Well, this definitely got interesting at the end. Like I said, AI flying. Well, actually, I don't think that it wouldn't have mattered whether I was flying that, hand flying that or not. We would have got cut off either way. Are you sure about that this time?
Clear to land runway 14 Manny 8178 tree.
I mean, are we going to get cut off by another jet? It was a jet engined aircraft, but I'm not sure if it was an airliner or like a business jet size, but they were coming in quite hot. And I have collision turned off, so, I mean, I would have hated if I had collision turned on there. And we, like I said, we a near miss, but still, that was way too close even for an ATC controller to be comfortable with. Well, alright. We're turning base. And I'm gonna radio it because I don't trust the AI pilot to do this. Okay. apparently there's nothing I can do to pick. Well, then I guess I ain't doing any radio call, because I couldn't pick to say base or final, so. Hopefully we get the land this time and get to the gate. Although, I also hope we keep enough altitude. I've had more fun with this stream, thanks to Ayla being here and talking. We have kept a pretty steady number of people's attention. I've gotten 2 likes. There's 3 people watching right now. Don't know who the other 2 people are, but I know A-Luke is here. But yeah, we tested a new viewing position for you guys, which might not work exactly. It doesn't work with live stream, because then I can't see what you guys say if you say anything. But I put the phone down on a stand facing the TV as we took a look of the USS USS Alabama, and then we nearly got clipped out of the air when we turned onto our final on our previous approach, and then because someone landed in ahead of us, the AI pilot, well, I took control, and then we couldn't land. The wheels were pulled up before I could really do anything about landing, manually, so we did a go-around. That's just to catch up the little third person I see watching that don't know if you knew what was going on. But here we go for a second landing attempt, and I will do the same as I did last time. Once we pass this last pattern hash mark, I will make it my aircraft. Or maybe not, because we've got quite a few trees. Alright. My aircraft. Okay, yeah, throttle's good. Maybe a little right rudder. Are we good? What do we get for landing rating? Negative 320, but 4 stars. I mean, I can't be mad with that, can I? Well, you guys saw it there. On a stream, I managed to handle a landing. Okay, let's give it back to the AI. Your aircraft. Yeah, not bad. I mean, for one-handing that, right? And again, I've learned to basically make it my aircraft right before we're about to touch down, and I didn't touch the stick. I didn't do anything. I could have went dead stick and pulled the throttle back, but I didn't. I didn't even touch the brakes, so I didn't make us flip over onto our propeller and with our ass in the air. And now the AI has got to figure out how to get us back where we need to be. But there's a lot of looks like Alabama red clay. Is that supposed to be the taxiway? Yeah, all that Alabama clay. I don't know. I don't know where we're getting to, but we gotta get off the runway. No clay. Yeah. I never know what the AI is doing, but I don't think we're big enough airport. We should be getting off the runway and and so we can get ground clearance. Yeah. I never know what the AI is gonna do. Well, at least the Airbus, whatever that is, waited, but again, I shouldn't have been turning that way, right? I mean, that was another accident that could have happened.
Downtown ground, Maddie 8178 tree, request taxi to parking.
Maddie 8178 tree, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Alright. Now, what usually happens in a GA plane, we have to go around our ass to get to our elbow to park. So, we landed runway 14. I gotta make note of this. Landed runway 14.
Hold position, Maddie 8178 tree.
Oh, I can't make a note of it. I got too much stuff on our board. Look, I make note of where we landed because it usually helps me figure out where we park. Because usually we park somewhere. Because we go all the way down the runway, turn around and come back from where we landed at. And I can't get this. There we go. I got the lid.
178 hold position, caution the generic on the taxiway.
Yeah, I can see them. They're right there. God, look, they're smaller than we are. Well, they look smaller than we are. Wow. That can't be real. They can't be that tiny. They look smaller than we are. My game graphics must be screwed up. Just like that airliner looked a lot smaller than I think that airliner that was taken off looked like the same one that did a drive-by. Or, I guess, a flyby. Alright. I need to get a sip of water. I've been talking for a while now without getting a drink. Oh. Well, I really wish I knew who the second person's been watching A-Loop with us, because we've had 2 count for quite a while. And it's not blinking in and out on me on the watch number, so. Thanks for lurking. And for some reason, I don't know, I can't get, when my replay goes up, I never see the live chat in replay. And I thought I had turned that on, but I haven't. Or I don't know how. But it'd be nice to go back and read what people said, especially if I missed something. I mean, got one eye that's not even that good, and if I'm not looking at the left side of my phone, because I'm doing something else, I will completely miss it. Unless I tap the phone and the chat thingy comes up. There we go. So yeah, I can pull chat thing back up. I can't scroll back through the whole conversation with everybody. Not as easily some other people might. I would say this was the most exciting stream I've had, because we took some time out. We looked at the Alabama. We nearly got, nearly had a mid-air collision. And Elsie's wanting to go outside, and we'll be doing that here in a few minutes. Let's see, what's 2 hours was 120 minutes. 140. Yeah, I knew we were going over 2 hours, despite what the flight time said. Are you actually gonna stop? See, we can't even see the guy signaling us. And because I got one hand, I can't actually change our camera very well. Now, if you're using the AI, most of you don't, and you want to do a touch and go and then VFR to another airfield that you know how to get to on your own, don't have the AI in control when you get to this point. So, what do we got on the screen? We've got North America Aviation, 1:30 p.m. to 3:02. Yeah, okay. The flight took an hour 53 minutes and 2 seconds. That's actually shorter than the 1 hour and 59 minutes we were told we were gonna have. Daytime, we got a landing. One takeoff, one landing. Okay. Is that all that's on the screen here? Yeah, okay. And then whatever these are. 70, 759, 05. I don't know what that stuff is, but I gotta hit continue and take a survey before we end. Okay. I'm not about to use the cam to get back out, but in this case, I might have to just pick a random parking spot for us to take off from. I know there's some buildings nearby us, and there's a couple of planes sitting over here. Especially that behemoth. But at this... Okay, so join me Friday morning, 10 a.m. if you can. I hope you can. For leg number 5 as we head from Mobile, Alabama to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we'll be probably flying over New Orleans. So, hope to see you Friday. Thanks for the chat, Ailu. I hope I see you again Friday. And whoever else is watching, thank you for dropping in. To whoever came in and watched as we picked that 3 for a couple of minutes there. Thank you to them. We got 2 likes during the stream. And the LC is starting to go crazy, so I need to stop rambling. See you later, guys. Enjoy the replay if you want to watch it. Bye.